What's up, man? The post about the bananas. Yeah, that dude is straight up. He's a clown, man. With the Superman and something about the bananas in his mouth. Yeah, James Gunn is just showing who he is, man. I am not surprised though. We're winning though. We are winning, and they know it. They just don't. They don't want to admit it, and they know that we're ahead of the game, especially with this whole Rebel Moon and everything that's going on with the Snyder Cut. It's just is nuts. But at the same time, this is this is how we are winning against them. So we don't stop. We can't stop. That's what they want us to do. I'm just here sketching, just drawing and stuff. Thoughts on the Dark Knight Returns is awesome. The Dark Knight Returns is awesome. I like how they have that dark, brute looking Batman. Yeah, he's all torn. He's all torn down because of everything he's gone through in Gotham. So that's understandable. You guys saw that picture with Joker? Pretty badass, huh? Freaking awesome. Like what Zach is putting out there. He knows exactly what he's doing. That's why I'm like, man, like it's just amazing. You know, it's Zach is teasing everybody with the work that he's doing, especially that picture with the sink. Man, like straight up, that's what I'm saying. We can't give up because he's at the point where he's like, I would have probably leaked it. So, I mean, for what it is, man, we finally got that cut, and that's all that matters. So, honestly, I'm glad we got it. You know, everybody was a few years ago saying, "Oh, it's never going to happen," but here we are. You know, it's some awesome times. We made it possible. We all made it possible, and here we are. So they know, they know that we're winning. I like how fed up Batman is in both the comic and the movie. Yep, yep. I mean, it's too much. You know, it's so much that a person could take, especially dealing with all these criminals. I mean, you know, it would drive anybody nuts, honestly. You know, it's like you got all these criminals doing what they're doing. I mean, you know, Batman has to do what he has to do to take them down. You know, it sucks because along the line, Batman's also losing friends like Robin, you know, and probably relationships and stuff like that. So, I mean, it happens, but, you know, I mean, that's the life of the superhero, if you want to say so. It's crazy with what today has been. It's been an amazing day, especially with that Rebel Moon. It's been it's nuts, you know, like people are just upset about that, but at the same time you can't stop it, and they know it. I'm just doing some quick sketches right now just to do something a little bit different for today. And of course, because of the Snyder cut, so here we are. Just a matter of time. That's how I see it. You know, Zach, he knows what he's doing, and we just have to keep on fighting. That's why he posted that whole thing with him um, saying happy Zack Snyder Justice League, because honestly, man, if we would have given up, we would have never had, you know, that cut, and here we are. You know, it's awesome how we've been fighting for all these years, and we finally got it. Took some time, but we finally have that cut that we wanted. So after everybody was saying it would never happen, you guys remember that? It just proves everybody wrong. It's like here we are. You know. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. This is just a sketch. I mean, I'm just sketching this right now. Like, I got the markers right here ready to go. Maybe I might do some of that just so y'all can see. But these are just little sketches that I'm putting together. Just this is all from the top of the head, so this is nothing accurate. This is just kind of what I'm remembering. So I should have seen some pictures before I actually drew all this. But I appreciate that. You guys get the picture. Yeah, just a quick sketch. Oh man, for sure Godzilla, Team Godzilla. Kong, I never been a fan too much about. And as a matter of fact, now that you say that, while we're on the topic, I actually got an email, probably like an hour and a half ago, from WB, inviting me to go see the premiere of what is it, Godzilla and Kong for next week. So, hey, it's free. I'm gonna go check it out. I mean, why not? So, you know, I have to go check that movie out. So, yeah, can't wait to go see that, honestly. What do you guys say? You want me to put some ink into it or leave it like that in sketches? Let me know. Don't worry about like haters and stuff like that. People are gonna talk regardless. We can't pay them no mind, honestly. This looks good, but I think it'll look better with oh damn, I didn't grab my other Sharpie, the fine point. I don't know if I should do it with this one just because it's a little bit more thick. And of course you got this one, so I'll probably leave that as is for now. So I don't want to ruin it. Even though for what it is, a quick little sketch. You got right here the Trinity, all three. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, of course. And in the background, I mean, why not? Like I was gonna put maybe Dark Side, but let's leave it like that. All right, so yeah, just for a quick sketch. Nice, man. You know what? I respect people that do sculpture. I've tried it. I suck at it. That is an amazing talent, honestly. I've tried it with clay. It's very like time consuming to add the details when you're shaping something, and especially when it dries up, like, and you have to round off something or it has to stick. I admire that from people that know how to sculpt. I wish I knew how to do that, but that's the talent you have. Go for it. Don't let that fade away. You have to stay on it. That's the amazing thing about art. We all have a gift. Everybody. We all have a gift, whether it's building, drawing, making things. Hell, even if it's cooking. Whatever your talent is, make the best of it, because we all have a talent with something. It's like that's what That's the beauty of art. You know, everybody has some kind of gift, and you know, you just gotta put it to use. You know, for sure, man. You already know. Thoughts on the Arkham Asylum City Batmobile? My favorite Batmobile from the games. I really liked the one from Asylum, but when we got Arkham Knight, man, that one right there was is just a whole game changer. Especially how it opens. You know, it's like an X. It looks like a weird spider, but it looks so awesome. That one is like it's just badass. And of course, the Asylum is good too. One thing I don't like about how they're using the whole thing with the Arkham series, that they don't give no love to Arkham Origins, and I get it. That's from what is it, Warner Brothers Montreal, but to me, it's still part of what Rocksteady did. Yes, they didn't make it, but it's still part of the same universe because Arkham Origins is like the beginning of everything. But you know, it's kind of to me, I'm like, damn, you guys are dirty. You know, over at is it Rocksteady, and WB, they should just bring in also Arkham Origins, even though it's like not affiliated, but it's still part of the same universe. You know, it's like I really like what they did with all those characters in that universe. But yeah, that's a little quick sketch that I did right here. Just let me add a little bit of more, probably shading to it. I don't want to go too crazy because I do want to add with the markers. Probably later on, I'll add some color. Probably leave it in black and white. So, but yeah, just see it changes everything. And you guys saw James Gunn tried posting something today, and you know he was just trying to take again the spotlight. He knows that nobody's watching his stuff, so that guy's straight up a clown. He knows nobody's talking about his stuff. Everybody's talking about Rebel Moon right now, and everybody's talking about the Snyder Cut, and it's just awesome. You know, it's amazing. Let's see if I add some quick little shadows to this. Thank you, thank you. Just a little quick sketch that I'm working on. Been want to do something different for the stream today, but it's awesome. You know, finally 3 years into the Snyder Cut, and we finally have it. And then we have Zach that came out today, and he was like, "Happy Zack Snyder Justice League Day," along with the picture with the Joker that he put. You know, so it's proving that Zach is not done, and he wants us to keep on fighting. You know, that's how I take it. I'm like, I got you. That's why we have to keep on doing this. Hopefully, it motivates also David Ayer to keep on fighting for his cut because we need that cut too. We're not gonna stop. We're gonna keep on fighting until we get it. do this quick shading and I'll look at the comments right now. All right, you called them out. Watched the trailer over 30 times. Yeah, I watched the trailer like probably like 5 times for Rebel Moon 2. And Zach posted it earlier today. So it was probably like my time on the East was, I think at the time it was like 9:30 or something, like almost 10 o'clock. And by the time I put the video, it was almost like 11. So, by then everybody's watching it. But it's crazy because the video came out in the Netflix account from India first. And then an hour later, probably like around the East Coast, it was almost like 12:30. That's when it came out over here. So I guess because of the time zones that they're ahead of us and stuff like that. So it's awesome. It's awesome. I can't wait. That Rebel Moon 2 is, oh my God, that thing looks so awesome. It has so much action on it. It's like straight up Star Wars on steroids. I was like, yeah, Disney's gonna be like, we should have done something with this. That's why I'm like, when people are like, oh no, it's a flop. No, it's not. We got part two. And hopefully we'll be getting another one too. So I know it's gonna be successful. By tomorrow, I'm sure that trailer is gonna have like probably 1 million views or something. All right, so that's the quick little sketch that I put. If I would have had the markers on hand, I would have probably had some color. Probably I'll do it, but the next one or something. Now I wish I could play some music in the background, but you guys know how that whole copyright strike and they try to come after channels, so that kind of sucks. It's another thing too. I was listening to that song today, well, track if you want to say, for Batman versus Superman, Their War, and the Do You Bleed? Man, every time. And of course, the main song of Justice League, and the one from the Flash, when he goes and resets the time and all that stuff. It's just, you can just see it and feel it, how things were getting restored in that one scene. That's why I'm like, you know what, the Flash is the key to, if Zach ever comes back. I know it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. But to use the Flash, to use the whole time travel, go back, erase everything that James Gunn is doing, and just stick to where we were at with the whole DCEU. It can always change and remove things that are not needed, the same way that James Gunn is doing by erasing everything that he's erasing. He's just screwing things up more than what it is. I don't know if you guys heard also, but best Batmobile. Oh, okay. But what was it? Apparently, that girl that James Gunn hired to be Supergirl, she's kind of pissed off at him. So I guess they're having a little bit of creative differences, and here is where it comes. It looks like she doesn't want things to be like where it's too strong and female empowerment or whatever it is with today's modern take, if you want to say. So I'm like, okay, that's already sounding bad as it is. So like I said, that movie is just, it's gonna be a complete mess. They're already having problems. It wasn't as screwed up as it is now with James Gunn. Real talk. Let's face it. Real talk. Things were going bad with the Hamadaverse, but James Gunn just came in and threw a wrench into it and just said, screw it. It got worse. The way he's going about on things, not good. Not good. And the only reason he was doing good over at Marvel is because Disney was backing him up. So of course Disney's like, we want our money. Oh yeah, for sure. Jeff Johns is another asshole that he ruined things. Jeff Johns is apparently, I'm not sure if he is or he's going to be in Netflix. So if he is, yeah, that's another thing. I don't think he's there yet. They're saying that he wants to go over there or something like that. So hopefully not. Go somewhere else, not to where Zach is at. Yep. The first one, I wouldn't be surprised. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what it is. You know, so that's why. You know, so that's what that is. So what can we do? Yeah, James Gunn should have continued the Snyderverse. That's what I'm saying. He should have continued it, finished it, and then move on to his reboot. Not just all of a sudden just come in, screw everything, erase everything, change things around because it's just look at where everybody's at right now. The whole fandom is right now pissed. That's why the fandom is so divided right now. Everybody's on one side, the other side, and us trying to be fans is just not working. So, it's like you say one thing, one side gets offended. You can't say this because the other side takes it personal. And it's just back and forth, back and forth. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was a tactic also with what James Gunn is doing. Oh, that's coming for sure with J.J. Abrams. That Superman for sure is coming, and not only that, they're gonna do the same thing with Batman too. From what they're saying, there was something that I read, and James Gunn apparently wants to do that. So, I'm telling you guys, James Gunn has an agenda, and he's gonna use everything that he can. Let's not forget, James Gunn is deep in bed with Disney and Marvel. And what does Marvel and Disney want to do? Look at what they've been doing. It's been following them. That's why everything is going down. And the same thing is going to happen with James Gunn. There's no difference. You can see it. It's clearly going to happen. That's what I'm saying. This whole thing with the Suicide Squad, with Peacemaker, those are just samples of what he's going to give us in Superman Legacy. And you better believe Lois Lane is going to be the main center of attention for Superman. And they're going to treat him like a B-list type character, and they're gonna put him to the side and focus on Lois Lane, which is sad. They're gonna do that. And it shouldn't be like that, but it's gonna happen. Yep, it's a civil war all over again. Yep. The DCEU wasn't going to get rebooted. It was just going a different route. It was going to continue. Let's not forget, they were going to go woke. All right. How? They were going to replace Batman with Batgirl. They were going to take away Wonder Woman. They were going to get away from Superman and bring in Supergirl. What else they wanted to do? It was a mess. It was a complete mess. But again, that was the chaos that Walter Hamada had left. And of course, now we have James Gunn that he came and screwed things up even worse than what they are. Because this goes, that doesn't go. You get what I'm saying? He's picking and choosing who stays. Peacemaker's from the DCEU, but he gets to stay for his new DCU. Blue Beetle's from the DCEU, but he gets to go over to the DCU. Explain that to me. How does that make any sense? Amanda Waller, if it wasn't for David Ayer, we would not have Viola Davis playing her role. And look at her now. She's going to get her own spin-off show. But then she's from the DCU. Oh, but she's allowed to go to the DCU. But then what did James Gunn do? Kill off Rick Flag. And now he's bringing in his dad to be in the DCU. See what I'm saying? It's like, how? How? It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't. Yep. James Gunn's gonna disrespect every character. He's just gonna turn them all into a joke. Honestly, it's sad, but that's what they're allowing. WB is allowing that, and we as the fans are suffering because we're not being able to enjoy fully what it was supposed to be. And that reboot is not gonna work out, honestly. Exactly. That was the whole plan. Remember, after Black Adam, we were supposed to get what is it, Man of Steel 2, and that was the rumor that was going around. But what James Gunn was doing, while he was already inside WB in the background before he even took power, he was already looking to replace Henry Cavill. He was already looking to replace everything that was already that Zach had already created, and it's crazy, And there's nothing that James Gunn puts out that's going to top the quality of the Snyder Cut. There's just not. It doesn't matter what he tries to do, it's not going to work. He's just trying to put things, and if they work, they work, but they're not going to work out. Yeah, he's a shitty boss. That's what it is. James Gunn is a shitty boss. He's one of those bosses that you go to work and you like can't stand this asshole, right? How is he even the boss? That's exactly what I question myself. He doesn't have a great 10-year plan. It's not even going to get off the ground, honestly. It's not. That Superman legacy is going to flop. Yeah, I know. He was talking so much crap about Keaton and Nicholson. I mean, it's just crazy, He just reveals himself. He said enough recently with that post about the banana joke. Come on, man. Really? You're gonna talk about that? You get what I'm saying? Like he's joking around with the bananas. Go look it up and you'll see what it is. And he's completely a mess. His grand plan is doom. Indeed it is. It is. Come on, man. You know damn well James Gunn is not a better director than Zack Snyder. Keep on writing him. Keep on writing him. I know. I know if I was in your position, I'd be salty too, because of course, we got Rebel Moon 2 coming out, even though all y'all haters said, no, it's not gonna be good, blah blah blah, right? Yeah, exactly. It gets more views on an interview. It gets more views on a trailer. We got the Snyder cut. You guys all said, oh, it's not gonna happen. We finally have it, right? And just like that, we're gonna get the Snyder cut. We're gonna get the Snyderverse restored. We're gonna get the air cut. It's just a matter of time. That's all. Time and patience. Yeah, that banana joke. That was crazy, man. A banana joke, yo. This dude straight up like he's proving himself what he really is. That's why I say, James Gunn is gonna sink his own ship just like the Titanic on his own. And okay, he's cooking, but his cooking sucks. It's like going to a restaurant and it's like, oh, can I get another plate of the same thing, but have somebody else make it? That's exactly what this is happening. Here you go, James Gunn. Have your dish back. We don't care about it because it's bland. Now Zack Snyder, he's giving us that thick cut sirloin, with the potatoes and the veggies, and it got that little golden flavor and that little caramel sauce on it, and it's just fine, exquisite meal. That's exactly what Zach is cooking. And people are just mad about that. They're upset because they can't stop it. And Netflix, man, Netflix know what they're doing. They're making bank. They are making bank. Okay, let me talk about this because I've been wanting to say this, and I'm gonna post a picture about it soon. All right, you're talking about Dawn of the Dead. All right, Zach directed it. James Gunn wrote it. Right. Okay. Now here's a fun fact. James Gunn's script was rewritten and edited by somebody else. I can't remember who the person was, but they even crossed it out and said re-edited, rewritten by this so and so person. So whatever James Gunn wrote first was later revised and re-edited, and somebody rewrote that script that James Gunn quote unquote wrote. So how's that? I'll look at the thing because I have the picture saved somewhere, and I'll share it with y'all so y'all can see it. Yeah, he's cooking that. What do you call those things? I forgot what those meals are, man. That you put them in the microwave when they're like frozen. Those frozen meals. That's exactly what he's cooking. But yeah, it's like that's why I'm not surprised. He's He's straight up just bringing it down to the ground himself. You know, it's not gonna be hard for us to watch how he just destroys his whole quote unquote 10-year plan. It's not gonna get there, honestly. And if next month, all right, if next month Universal acquires, hopefully they do buy WB, you better believe that with them or with Netflix, they're both gonna pull the plug on James Gunn, and they're gonna be like, we need to cancel everything that he's doing because all he's doing is destroying the brand. If I was in power, if I ran I mean not Warner Brothers, Universal or some company who can afford it, I'd be like, first things first, I'm getting that clown James Gunn out because all he's doing, he's just straight up destroying our brand worse than what it is. Look at our stocks, you know, like nobody's interested. I would run a poll and let the fans decide, what do you want? Let James Gunn cook or bring back Zack Snyder? And the internet's gonna speak for themselves. We already know, but these people are like that. Yeah, the whole Civil War is ridiculous, but that's every fandom. You know, you see it in Star Wars, you see it in Transformers. I mean, you see it in Jurassic Park. You see it every fandom, even cartoons. You know, it's. I mean, you're starting to see it now in like anime and manga also, and it's that's just how it is, I guess. You know. Look, James Gunn again. He was good when he was at Marvel. All right. Over at Marvel, I like James Gunn. He was good over there. You know, nothing against him. James Gunn did good with Guardians of the Galaxy. Those weird characters, he brought them to life, and they were good. Okay, that's, was good. The Suicide Squad, it's a DC property. It proved that James Gunn is not capable of running and using these characters. He brought in Weasel. That's a weird character. Okay, that's fine. That's his weird mind. You know, those weird characters. But what he gave us with the Suicide Squad, it wasn't good. It wasn't entertaining, and it was just straight up garbage. You know, slapped with an R-rated label, and here you go, enjoy. I didn't enjoy it. I watched it one time. I tried rewatching it again, and I just can't. It's so stupid, honestly. Peacemaker. I saw Peacemaker when it first came out. Probably first two episodes were good. Then it just started going down. When they put John Cena in that scene with the underwear, I was like, oh no, like this is that type of humor. I was like, I don't care about this. This is unnecessary. You know, it just started getting more and more goofier and goofier, and it just started getting more stupid. And I was like, this is what it's become. You know, it's like it's just not entertaining anymore. You know, appreciate that. Appreciate that. What up? What up? All right, let me check this out real quick. Warner Bros., which is also syncing at the same time. Next 2 weeks, they'll be end up for sale. Once that happens, Universal will buy it completely. Yep. Hopefully, Universal and or Netflix buys Warner Brothers because at this point that they're at, they need to. They need to sell that company and they need to do something ASAP. You know, and I have a feeling it looks like Universal is going to buy them because Universal can do so much with them. I mean, they can make rides with them at their theme parks. They can just, who knows what else they can do. I mean, it's just, the possibilities are endless, you know? Yeah, and I don't know if you guys noticed this too. WB's right now so focused on Peacemaker as if Peacemaker was Batman. Haven't you guys noticed that? He's on the Injustice mobile game. He's on the what is it, the new Mortal Kombat game. They're focusing only on that one character, instead of focusing, I mean, on your main character. I mean, this is Peacemaker we're talking about. He's never been nothing big. They're just trying to force him into the audience so we can accept him and be like, yeah, that's cool. Oh wow, Peacemaker. It's like, okay, so what? Like, where's Batman? Where's Superman? Where's Wonder Woman? Where's the main iconic characters? Like cares about Peacemaker just because he's rude and raunchy and he's like he kills. That's it. Like, There's nothing nothing good about that. Nah, Peacemaker is just straight up a joke, honestly. Yeah, yeah. If WB is sold and Universal buys them, you better believe that they're gonna want to do something with Netflix. And of course, Zack Snyder is over at Netflix. Now put this together, all right? Universal is about money, all right? Netflix is about money. Zack Snyder makes money. You might say he doesn't, but he does because we got Zack Snyder's Justice League, right? We got Man of Steel, Batman versus Superman, and we got the first Wonder Woman. And we have now Rebel Moon and Rebel Moon 2. So you're going to tell me that Universal, if they buy Warner Brothers and they have the IP of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, that they're not going to do anything with it? You are highly out of your mind because Universal is going to want to capitalize and make money with them. They're going to be like, yo, we know there's a fan base that wants this whole Snyderverse to be restored. Zack Snyder's in good terms with Netflix. Hell, let's make an exclusive deal where we're going to stream something on Netflix. And like Stuber was saying recently, they're trying to acquire the license. Now imagine Universal buys them and finally owns them, and they rent or lease it or do some exclusive deal with Netflix just to stream it. You think that they're not gonna want to do it? Of course they are. There's money. In the end, it's all about money. If you don't see that, I don't know how else to explain it to you. Honestly, I mean, it's all about money in the end. Yeah, they used to have, I think, a Batman ride at, I'm not sure if it was Universal or Six Flags. I don't know. I think there was Six Flags or something like that. But the same thing. Look at them now. They own the, I think they still own the rights to the Hulk, and Marvel hasn't done anything with the Hulk, and Universal's just sitting there with the license, because they own it. I mean, they have the Hulk right at Universal Orlando. So it's like they're about making money. Netflix is about making money. And in the end, that's what it is. WB has these IPs. They have their own streaming services and they're not doing jack shit with it right now. They have HBO Max. They could have been putting content out there. If WB was smart, they would have been like, you know what? Let's bring Ben Affleck and we're going to do a Batman, a 3-part miniseries, an hour each show. Boom. You're gonna get money from that. Let's bring in Gal Gadot. Let's do the same thing that the Amazons or whatever they were gonna do. Money to be made there. And oh well, we just finished doing Black Adam. How about we do something with Henry Cavill? Let's do something with Superman. Boom. They would have made money with that too. But again, it looks like they don't want money and they don't like money. But look at the debt they're in now. A disaster. Exactly. Hell yeah, that Rebel Moon, the trailer for the part two, fire, pure fire. I like how it just looks awesome. I can't wait to see again Nemesis with her sabers cutting people up and doing all that stuff. So it's gonna be nice. Yeah, you imagine that Universal buying WB overall just to get these 3 characters. I mean, that's straight up money right there. That's what they're gonna want. Like they're not gonna go with what people don't want. It just doesn't make sense as a business. Why would you own something and not do something with it? That's why look, the Fast and the Furious. I get it. A lot of people don't like it because it's ridiculous. It is. It's gotten completely ridiculous. But I personally enjoy that type of ridiculousness at this point. You know why? Because that's what it's become. You get what I'm saying? The heart of the Fast saga is in 1, 2, and Tokyo Drift. A lot of people don't like Tokyo Drift. I enjoyed it. But once they brought in The Rock, I think it was part 4 or part 5, and then it just started getting out of control when they steal. I think it was that big old, it was that bank that they did that heist, that they took the bank and the bridge. And I was like, yeah, this is a complete foolish. It's like it's just gotten out of hand. But that's what they're known for. They're at that level where they can do that. You see what I'm saying? Now, if these people, Universal, buy WB, you better believe they're gonna do something with with Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. And if they don't, I'm telling you right now, I'll be like, I'm done. I'm officially done, you know. But yeah, it's gonna happen. It's just a matter of time. Yeah, everything is on pause right now. If you think about that, the slate with James Gunn, there's really nothing really exciting. And of course, they're putting out the Penguin soon because, of course, the contract, they have to, it's still what's remaining in the contract. But notice how they haven't announced anything new after Superman Legacy in the sense that it's what James Gunn had already said that it was going to happen with what is it, Creature Commandos, and now that he wants to do Supergirl, and but past that, there's nothing really exciting. There's nothing exciting, period. But what I'm trying to say is in the sense like there's just not like when Zach came out, they announced what they wanted to do with the slate back then. Everybody was excited for that. Now this one is like, come on, you're starting off your universe with a cartoon, Creature Commandos. Really, that's how you're gonna start it off? When he had said that Blue Beetle was gonna be the start of it, and then now he's changing it. Come on, man. I wouldn't be surprised by the time I'm like 80 years old, like Fast and the Furious 20 is already out by then. They're gonna be living on another planet. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I guess every country is different. So, if they have that what is it, Warner Beach located in Spain? Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna look it up on YouTube and see what they have. No, nobody knows how Hollywood works. Go ahead, take the spotlight. Explain to me. Explain to me. Explain to me how does Hollywood really work? Hollywood is about making money. That's what they are. You know. I don't know what else. How would you say that Hollywood works? That'd be funny, man. Fast and the Furious 20. That would be ridiculous, but wouldn't be surprised if it does happen. Yeah, those people at the WB stage a walkout. Something. It's something is coming, but hopefully in April we get some good news because we really need update in the sense of what's going to happen with WB because from what the rumors going around is that they're going to be sold, and the only way that they could prevent that is by them bringing in Zach and continuing the Snyderverse because there's profit to be made in this industry with Zach again because that's why Netflix has him. DC Studios' main focus is getting these scripts ready, and James Gunn already said not project will shoot without a ready script. Right. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah. You need a script before you can actually make a movie. That's true. I agree with that. But come on, if the script is garbage and it's already sounding like trash, you know what's coming after that. A flop. It's just not, honestly. Look, you're probably excited for Superman Legacy, and that's cool. Hopefully you enjoy it when it comes out. Majority of us, we're not looking forward to that movie. That movie's going to tank on its own just because of what we're hearing and what James Gunn is trying to do. He's already pissed off a lot of people. So that's a bad start. You don't want to do that. He's already done that. You see what I'm saying? He's not winning people, he's losing people. And the way that he's going about on it is just disrespectful in every way. But this is what's happening. Yeah, I get it. You see? Yeah. It's just people they think that James Gunn is their savior. Oh man, interesting. If I would have brought the other Sharpie, I would have gone over this and just started adding some color, but probably I'll do that on the next one. But yeah, I'm gonna hang out with you guys probably like another 2 minutes. I didn't even notice we're almost up to an hour, so I appreciate y'all. Yeah, apparently he works in Hollywood, so if you work in Hollywood, get me a deal. So, what's up? Now, another thing I wanted to say real quick, for the ones that can, this is for the ones that could do it. I did put a link now for if you ever want to donate, if you can, whatever you can, go for it. I've already started to put those links on the videos and stuff. So if you can donate anything, I appreciate it. That goes all directly to the channel, to help it out and stuff like that. So for the ones that could do it, I would appreciate that. They didn't have to reboot. They rebooted it because they just wanted to erase everything flat out. Yeah, WB is the one to blame, but they're also responsible for allowing James Gunn for doing all the damage that he's done. He's done more damage to the brand in this short time that he took office, instead of trying to bring and unite the fans. All he's done is just completely offended everybody. Look at what he's doing with the fans of Matt Reeves with the Batman. Look at what he did with Henry Cavill. See what I'm saying? He's pissing off everybody. And he's trying to force everybody to accept his new Superman when we already had a Superman. They could have done something with it. But then he comes out with the excuse, oh, he wasn't a fit for the vision that I had. He could have been used, but he didn't want to. See what I'm saying? And they know what they were doing. They're just trying to erase everything. That's what it is. But regardless, everything that Zach did is always going to follow them, and that quality is always going to haunt them in the sense that you got greatness right here with Zack Snyder, and you sacrifice that for completely mediocre type of films, and nobody's interested in that. It doesn't trend. Nobody cares about it. There's a few people that do, but majority of fans, they don't care. I'm one of them. I don't care about what James Gunn is doing. It's like I've already seen enough with the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker. I'm convinced he's the wrong person to be running WB Studios. He's not the one. Honestly, he can't cook. Zack Snyder can cook, and we saw it with the trailer what we saw today for Rebel Moon Part 2. Yeah, exactly. Stocks for one. There you go. I mean, if you quote unquote know how Hollywood runs, you will know that Hollywood survives and lives off of stocks. That right there is proof. So it's funny because after James Gunn came on board, the stocks keep going down, you know, and it speaks for itself. I mean, you're probably a fan of James Gunn. Good for you, but I'm not one of them. I don't believe in him. Exactly. Look at how they did Keaton. Disrespected iconic actors, directors that made success for Warner Brothers in the past. True. He didn't need to recast Henry. He pissed off a lot of people. Yes, he did. He pissed off a lot of people, you know. But yeah, y'all. All right, so I'm about to get going. I appreciate y'all for tuning in and all that good stuff. And you guys saw me do this little quick sketch. Probably next time I'll add some ink or do something different to it. But as always, I appreciate y'all. Stay posted, drop your comments, all that good stuff. And until next time, peace. Y'all stay safe. Later. Cheers.